The boat in question belongs to a missing scientist, and his daughter Annie decides to go to the Forbidden Island of Doom, named Batul, to find out if he is still okay. She is accompanied by a reporter named Peter and a couple out on a little vacation. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see when you're going to a forbidden island. After a perilous journey, they arrive at the beautiful island of Batul. Everything is great, Annie's father's fine, the end. Kidding, kidding, kidding. Annie's father's totally dead, and there's a zombie outbreak. Though this movie is 35 years old, the special makeup effects are really good, and they'd even stand up today. Oh, that guy's dedicated to having worms in your eyes. Disgusting. With lots of uncomfortable moments. No, don't do it! It's no wonder that Zombie 2 has produced lots of pop culture references from musicians to other movies. Oh, and this movie also has the best scene ever! At last, there is a movie with a zombie fighting a shark. Can sharks even turn into zombies? I can see it now. Okay, maybe not. Please, Hollywood, don't make this movie. Hey, whatever happened to that cop that got bit at the beginning? Let's just say that's another story. I want to thank viewers Allison Yeager and Kevin Kelly for telling me about Wormwood, Road to the Dead. I loved it. Something is in the air and it's not just bad zombie breath.
Drink. He's swatting out of his mouth.
Try to protect yourself all you want, but the zombie virus will get you anyway, unless you are one of the lucky few that seem unaffected. Stop turning into a zombie right now, young lady, or I'll turn this car around! After he is unable to save his family, our hero Barry sets his sights on helping his sister. Man, it's hot when a sexy girl knows how to kill zombies. Unfortunately, she is captured by your standard crazy scientist guy, and the only way she's getting free is a rescue from her older brother. On his quest to save his sister, Barry meets up with a group of well-supplied survivors, and this is where the movie turns into Dawn of the Dead meets Mad Max. Hells yeah! The only thing left on the checklist is a new set of wheels. Power slide! Chink! Boys tow it back into the shop, and after pimping their ride hard enough to make Exhibit himself blush, Barry is ready to face the undead horde and save his sister. There are plenty of new ideas in this movie to keep it fresh, but they aren't always fully explained. Unless I missed something, which is definitely possible. With great advice like always have a fully stocked first aid kit, and...
You want your head taken off? You use a fucking sword.
Wormwood is definitely worth checking out. Hopefully these guys can get to Brook before Dr. Von Crazy Pants can finish his diabolical experiment. Next up is The Return of the Living Dead. Almost 20 years has passed since Night of the Living Dead, which turns out was actually a true story about a chemical the government was working on, which had an unexpected side effect of reincarnating dead bodies. Now it's the 80s, a time of punk teenagers wearing terrible clothes and dubious workplace safety practices. It's Freddy's first day on the job at the medical supply warehouse, and as your safety person at work is always telling you, new workers are the most likely to have a workplace accident. Oh, and always wear your personal protective equipment when working with chemicals, stupid. Not only does this chemical knock you flat on your ass, it also reincarnates half dogs, your science fair butterfly project, and oh crap, that dead body in the back. The problem with these zombies is branding them just ain't enough. Even dismembering them doesn't stop their lust for human flesh. Hey, I know what might work.
Fire, 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 fire.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That smoke probably isn't going to be good. Hopefully it doesn't turn into rain because there's a graveyard nearby. Ah, shit. Fun fact, this movie's credited with giving zombies their lust for... In their struggle to escape this undead menace, a group of survivors manages to capture and interrogate a zombie. Because the zombies in this movie talk. Just go with it. They discover that zombies are in constant pain and only eating brains eases their torment. Almost makes you feel sorry for them. Not! Tune in to Return of the Living Dead to see if this knowledge is enough to save them. Well, looks like we have a second Italian movie on the list, 1994's Cemetery Man. Caretaker Francesco Della Morte's cemetery isn't your regular graveyard. No, the dead buried here tend to rise again after 7 days. Hey, that sounds kind of familiar. And it's his job to put them back in the ground. When a beautiful young widow visits her dead husband's grave, even the skeletons can't resist her charms and need to grab some sweet. Just saying, but if the dead rise in your graveyard, you probably shouldn't bang the widow right on her dead husband's grave. I mean, you know that guy is definitely gonna come back and want revenge. Pretty much everybody had to see that one coming, come on. When a horrendous accident happens in the town where the cemetery is, you know it's going to be a very, very long night for Mr. Della Morte. Featuring everything from zombie Boy Scouts to a zombie nun to a zombie biker with an undead bike for some reason, this flick has a little something something for everyone. Speaking of a little something something, this seems like a great time for a Smack Dem Dills PSA. Never ever make out with zombies no matter how hot they are. You know they're just gonna bite you, unless you're just hoping for a little head! Hi-oh! If you're looking for a quirky, not too serious zombie flick that still has some great makeup and gore, don't forget the boobs! Oh yeah, and boobs! Check out Cemetery Man. You must tune in to see if Francisco Della Morte can overcome the undead with his sanity intact. The last movie on the list is Black Sheep. Oops, not that Black Sheep. This Black Sheep. Interesting fact, the same people that did the effects for Lord of the Rings also did this one. Angus is the jerk of the family, the Black Sheep, if you will. He scares his little brother Henry so bad that he is terrified of sheep and must leave the farm. Flash forward 15 years and Henry is returning home to sell his part of the farm to his brother, who has gone from jerk to complete asshole. Angus is conducting genetic experiments to produce his super sheep. A couple activists steal a sample of his work to expose him to the world, only they fail horribly. Damn hippies! Kill me! Kill me! This affront to God's will takes a big old bite out of our hippie friend, who quickly starts changing. Then this little monster starts infecting the other sheep into cute, yet deadly, bloodthirsty creatures. Who can drive cars? Actually, no, they really can. They really can't drive. The bite from a zombie sheep turns other sheep, but also humans. First just at the spot of the bite, then into full-blown sheep zombie monsters! The overall effects of this movie are quite well done and almost always disgusting, which is worth bonus points, but beware, some of the New Zealand humor is quite cheesy to us Westerners, but that is pretty much true for any foreign film nowadays. Angus is just about to present his research to some wealthy investors. Wait, what's that noise? Oh man, that's not gonna be good.
Perhaps it won't be that bad.
All you can do is grab a copy of Black Sheep and find out for yourself. As always, thanks for joining me, Oz, in my evil lair! If there is a zombie flick we missed, let us know and it might just make it into a future video! You should stay longer next time! Why not permanently?